Collective energy reading. Please only take what resonates. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress. Because if you're stressing, as we always know, it's something within inside of you, because it's a level up season. Level up, level up, level up towards those new beginnings. It's that renewal of thoughts, feeling. It's spring. You're just planting new seeds. You're just getting those buds. You can see those flowers renewing, because it's those seeds, whether for your own personal journey. And it's about your goals, your new ideas, perspectives. That's when you're looking and you're nurturing them with care, passion. So when you're creative and you're speaking and enabling people to be able to grow and have that higher clarity, wisdom. That's moving with love. That's abundance. You could be understanding about family members and friends. They could be understanding social awareness of you, watching you, enabling, seeking knowledge, wisdom, gaining understanding, going back to college, studying, higher clarity about cross cultures, different understandings of backgrounds, and the way how we communicate and speak. And that's when you're looking and you've got compassion. Are you providing support, enabling people to grow? That's when you're encouraging people. That's when you're looking back and enabling others in your community. Family members, friends, siblings, you could be seeing, you could get in a mental clarity, high awareness. People could be understanding you, your firm foundations, how you secure your creative skills, and how you're enabling people to have them structures and look and have compassion towards your heart, those emotions. That's when you go deep down, it's all rooted, ancestral lineage. That's when you have to look back, and it's that Saturn feeling, thoughts, you're evolving, you're growing, you're achieving, and that's when you're manifesting, creating, and you're moving with love. It's some ties, it's some soul ties, going back to ancestors, family members, friends, relationships. And you can see when you've had to put boundaries in place, and then you have to look back to those soul contracts and the voids that was in there and that was rushing to be able to fill voids with love. And it was seeking inner fulfillment first. You had to make sure you felt that inner fulfillment, connect, use, have faith. That's you understanding. That's you having compassion, generosity, and love towards yourself. Eye clarity, interconnected with the divine. This divine feminine, masculine could be in the masculine energy. Looking back, connected to their emotions, they can see now, oh my gosh, I feel, I think, I'm evolving, I'm growing. That love towards you, because they can see you're evolving. They can see you're evolving. They're evolving. You're evolving. All of them saying, girl, you're mine. You're mine. You're mine. They can see you're a high priestess. Oh, wow. High clarity. They may be able to take the high priestess to court, take it all as it resonates. They could be seeing you getting justice, could be coming and getting in place. You maybe taking other people to court, spiritual court, a mental court, emotional court, family. They could be seeing, because they thought they was wise out here in these streets. Auntie Peggy, miles ahead. There is something you should feel. Most things are divine and come in time. That higher wisdom, that's understanding. That's when you're using that compassion, connecting to those emotions, higher clarity, higher awareness to that divine. 333-7. That's when you're connecting and looking at the high clarity, the choices, emotional stress and conflict. Name, time, and place. Right now, let's see what you do. You're going to see it. Go to the hoop and that loop. I'm being nice. I'll start, all start here, finish here. That line, it's digging in my past, and I'm ready to change it. Oh, they're releasing it. They're changing it. 333. They're getting higher clarity in regards towards their past, because when it happens, spirit, fix it. Spirit's fixing it. The spiritual guides, the ancestors, they've got that back. Higher clarity, giving these divine feminines and masculine big spiritual boxes. I am, I feel. Now they can see those some of the illusions. They're evolving. They're seeing that holidays, emotional time, right? Everyone's time, taking time to what you think you've got. Any plans? So holidays, emotional time. So when's the next holiday? Easter. So Easter. Have you got any plans? Because it's emotional time. People are feeling emotional. That's fruits. Think first before you do. So they could be thinking before they do. You need to buckle up. Take responsibility. And that's follow your heart. Stop making your mind play tricks on you. Go get them. So they could be moving when it's that holiday. Stop playing their heart. Travel, thinking, moving. 3, travel. 9, different cultures. 11, higher clarity, masculine, family, friends. You can see they're traveling, that emperor. Name a time and place. 4, home. 4, they're getting creative now. They could be seeing this masculine, could be looking now, this feminine. They're looking at these habits, security, a home. They could be wanting to be able to be creative. Now they're using their intuitions. You could be using your intuition. Somebody could be coming towards you. The signs are with you. Spirit. Listen to that spirit. Your heart. Follow that heart's lead with clarity. Listen to that spirit within. That's when you're grounded, stable. 2, 3, moving with love, because that's those miracles. Because that's that holiday. That's that time. Travel, moving, creating. This masculine could be thinking, listening to that spirit inside of them now. Getting creative, compassionate, moving with love. They could be ready to take action, being courageous. You could be seeing masculine 4. You could be thinking towards yourself, creative, home, stability, your comfort, determined. You could be expanding and expressing. They could be expressing to somebody, speaking to a feminine energy, masculine energy, father figure, feminine, about how they feel, connected to their hearts. Now they listen to that spirit within inside of them. They can see, because that's Mercury, Moon, using their intellect, mental quickness, because they can see that fruits, what they're wanting to be able to build. 2 and 6, connected to the heart, the emotion. They could be seeing these family members and friends, feminine energy, high priestess. They could be seeing spell work blocking them. They could see this masculine, somebody could have been holding on. Cancer, feminine energy. I feel, I act, love. They could be understanding and empowered. They could be feeling and acting. They could be feeling empowered. Now they listen to that spirit. Family, friends, people in that community. They was having extra energies within that community. Illusions blocking them. Extra energies with that masculine in that home. 7, choices that they was making. You could see 2 and 8, mindset towards money. Lost. Now they could be looking at you and seeing the choices. They could be empowered now, because what goes around comes around. People in that community now can see that you're a high priestess. They can see they was being controlling. They could be inspired by you because they've been watching you. And now you're grounded, you're practical, you're down to earth, creative, and you're caring. You balance, you got high clarity from the spirit, from the divine, all sprinkles around you. 2, 3, 5, feminine. This feminine family members or friends speaking, the way are you connected, they're jealous. Family, friends are speaking, community, you're balanced and you're creative and you've got high clarity in regards to extra energies with family members and friends and people in that community about this masculine. And you're balanced, you transformed, you creative, you just encompassed, you had to look, and people thought you was going to be stressed, like you didn't have that understanding, like high clarity and awareness, like you wasn't an high priestess. You just kept on being creative. You put those boundaries in place from those family members and those friends, this masculine. Take it all as it resonates. You knew they were spiritually blocked. They could dominate over you or your creative skills. You enabled yourself to look back. You seen they had these secrets that they was hiding. You weren't a fool. They was just spiritually, mentally blocked because they had these obsessions. They was not creative. They lacked inner peace. They didn't have no personal power. Those family members and friends. They thought they was trying to block you, speaking lies to your partner, saying you could have been out there having extra energies, nurturing. You was giving towards other people. You was having these extra energies, lying. Wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Wind it back again, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor, point to the window, point to the door. Clap your hands together, 1, 2, 3, and lay them gently on your knee. You fucking lying shits. You see, look, I lay them gently on the knee. Who did it? Who was lying? There was winding the bobbin up, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Winding them up in the head, pulling it, clapping, chatting shit. Winding it back again, wind it back again, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor, point to the window, point to the door. That's high clarity. Clap your hands together, 1, 2, 3, and lay them gently on your knee. These are people that you went to school with. 3, people in your community that you know, that you could have went to school with, that they were still in that childlike spirit, that they didn't encompass emotions, that because I was vexed up or sad, they wanted you to be sad. Now they're like this. Wind it back again, right back towards yourself, right back towards yourself. They didn't understand. You counted those lessons. You understood what those nursery rhymes were saying. They were spiritually, mentally, and emotionally blocked because there was not balance within the mind. They didn't know how to think. Now all of a sudden they're critically thinking. You idealistic fucking Jezebel spirited fucking widowed bitch. Black, white, pink, purple, whichever way you want to look at it, put it. You identify which one you was pulling, what web was you spinning, what lies was you telling, what cords was you trying to cut. 3 of them. The 3 wise witches, the 3 witches of Eastwick. They didn't understand the lessons, right? They couldn't dominate over people's minds because they couldn't even dominate over their own mind. These people are supposed to be mother figures. They're supposed to be creative, and when they was expressing, talking shit, they didn't connect. They was unbalanced. They didn't have no love for their self. They didn't know how to nurture their self. They didn't understand about stability. They wasn't being practical. They wasn't consciously, spiritually, consciously awoke. They just looked on their physical things and didn't go interconnected within their self. Mindset towards money, when socializing and extra energies and partners and who's got what and what. Let me hold on to that. Why? They didn't understand about the miracles, what you lace was inside of you. Your true heart's desires, your expressive, your creative skills, what you're needing, what you're wanting, how you want it. That's your inner self, your most mental part of your mind. That's when how you're speaking and how you're creating and how you're talking and the way how you're writing. They was what they were speaking, creating, writing about you. Socially aware of you. Trying to block you and stop you so you couldn't even speak, so you couldn't even grow. You gained eye clarity. 8, they was blocked. 10, they're having stress and conflict within their mind. They try to cause you stress and conflict. 19, you had eye clarity. You listen to that spirit within inside you. You listen to yourself. How do I feel? Connect it, release it, heal it. You can see people try to make you feel like you had these insecurities, like you was crazy, like all because of their ego, or because of their pride, or because they wanted to control and dominate over people. This is people in your community that you grew up with, people that you know. Supposed to be mother figures, father figures, supposed to be determined to be able to block you. People are supposed to be determined to enable you to help you grow and have that compassion. These are family members and friends. Only people that you can have that's close to your partners, that you have extra relationships with. That they want to be able to put that innermost part of you and project it out, fling it back like you haven't got the introspection and eye clarity, like you're not connected. You see when people are indecisive and they're making choices and they don't know what they're doing. Or because they're looking for money and it's all controlling and power. They didn't realise they didn't have that introspection. When they was taking action, trying to control people with great determination to do it as well. 3 of them. So you didn't have no strength, like they thought they didn't have courage. They didn't have no serenity, no peace. They lack peace, lack compassion. Because you seen your signs was with you. Because your mom and I used to watch shows in here. It's a habit. Masculine. They could say in their mom that we used to watch shows in here. Those signs fought in that home. You could have watched shows. Your mom could have watched shows. That family. How's the love connection going? So how's that love connection going? Why ain't you telling everything? So why aren't those family members and friends telling everything? That feminine. That high priestess. Why did Divine Feminine lie? Sold and said 223,000. I know no hundreds there. I want my woman. I want my money. So they lied about some money, took some money and said that amount of money was there. To that masculine, it wasn't. Those family friends in that community holding on to money, stubborn, controlling, now the stress because it was vindictive, lying, the secrets. I've been loyal so long. Pretty ass comes, you wanna act now. When I see her, I'm gonna be more of a problem than just the other, right? The other night. Oh, the woman, family, friends, gonna be more of a problem. They could have been out socializing, causing stress and conflict in that community. People could see it, trying to control over them, possessive, dominant, that feminine energy. I'm done working. They could have been working together. There will never be anything between us. So they was working with each other, having extra energies. She threw herself at me. First time I regret it because they could say that feminine through the self at home. You can see family members and friends are like, oh, is that what they did? Through the self was working for money, had extra energies through their self at home. Somebody in that community that they was working with, could have been a family member, a friend. They started having extra energies with this masculine. You can see now they're getting grounded. They were seeing that was rooted. They're getting higher clarity, feminine energies that they were shaking it on down with for money, holding on. Their stress and conflict because they're connecting to their heart. How's this love connection going? Four of Swords, respite, stress. They can see higher clarity, heartbreaking. That's how it's going. They don't know. Now they're seeing the 8, higher clarity, higher awareness, Ace of Cups about this love. They may see now they're having stress in regards towards you because there's no love. You are that love. Ace of Wands, inspiration. Who they was given with, sexual energies, 3, 7. They could have had a family, a child. 4, home. 8, secrets about this home, child, family, working there. This Ace of Cups, this Sage of Cups. This could be a fire sign, water sign. Now they're gaining higher clarity. They have this extra energies. They was in their ego, lacked clarity, lacked balance. They was committing adultery, sinning, lying, rebelling against you. With a Cancer, they thought it was being creative that was holding on to them. A feminine energy. They could have been having extra energies with them. Now you're gaining higher clarity. Could have been a Taurus, sorry. They was depending on him. It was all for money, assets, possessing, serving, sexual energies with them. Take this all as it resonates. People's holding on, idealistic, vindictive. Now they're encompassing, looking back to the mistress and the story, holding on to that cup, that love. Now they can see you, that high priestess. You was that miracle. 4, now they're having that stress. That 4 is they're having that love. Ace of Swords, it's the truth. Collision of belies. You could have been like a high priestess. You were spiritually wise. They was like institutionalized. They was church goers. They was like following Jesus, looking for their Holy Spirit. Now they can see their Holy Spirit was inside of them. The truth when you was telling them all along. You're vindictive, you're idealistic, you're controlling, you're spiritually blocked, you're spiritually blind, you lack love. Isaiah 7:1, Emmanuel, your divine presence and that companionship. You're always near, the divine omnipresence. So they can feel that higher clarity, your spirit, that truth within inside. They're seeing it's that interconnectedness, prophecy fulfilled in you. Isaiah, the son of the king of Zion. They're looking at those divine feminines, masculines, family members as well as friends. We're going through a spiritual transformation. It's renewing, it's reforming, it's refining, it's that lineage, it's deep, it's spiritual. That's where you're looking at your heart, deep, spiritual, transforming, hitting that heartstrings. That's those like those wires on that heart, on the thorns of the rose. They're feeling that. Those karmics be like kings known for their adultery. They're looking now because that pagan altars in temples and sacrificing their sons in the fire of foreign gods. 12 karmics, kings. They're seeing now that's known for like deliberately turning away from rebelling against or even abandoning you. So that could have been a feminine energy, mother figure, auntie, sister talking, and that was faith. Even someone who once perceived belies, despite it as spiritual adultery, rebellion, falling away or defection from the truth. That's always the Christians are always the worst ones. They will always corrupted, speaking lies. Oh no, don't do that, don't do that. And always bringing to that adultery. It's warning for false teachings. And that's persecution, leading those divine feminines, masculines to false and falsify you. That's including child sacrifice, rituals, unaliving children, or even appeasing deities, national loyalties. These divine feminines, masculines be facing threats. They've even looking at maritime minds. They're looking now because they was karmics. They can see 8 karmic energies, those secrets, idealistic, driven through jealousy, black, battered ears, girl, CEO, I write the check. So you can see they was writing that check. That masculine was writing the checks about these feminines energies. Take it all as it resonates. They could have said you was writing these checks for them, for that own, for them to be able to live that fucking lustful lifestyle, karmic energy, mindset towards money. That's what they were saying. They could be writing the checks. Many different reasons why to focus on one thing. So many different reasons why to focus on one thing. Money, extra energies, unbalance of property, stability. That was because of their mindset. 12, they lacked money, so it was their mindset. They was driven through lust, money, greed. They're not ready to hear your philosophies. You was too wise for them. So they didn't want to hear your philosophies when you told them about the mindset towards money in the community, your spiritual block, spiritual balance. When the Most High gives you the spiritual lick and you have to go through the dark night of the soul, you're going to have to reveal these emotions. Then you got to look back and then compass the mystery to your story. Or because you lacked understanding, compassion, or because you had this aggressive, you're still impulsive, flight and detached, you wasn't caring, you weren't providing. You weren't listening to that spirit within inside of you. Find a job. They didn't want to find a job. All they had to do was find a job. And they found that job, giving extra energies to other people, pleasurizing, all for lust, for greed, holding on for money. That was their job. That's what they found their job in the sex shop. That's what they was doing. Underworld, under Amin. Now you can see that King of Wands was giving their wands away. 9, higher character. That's what you can see. Truth was told about the actions. So now they want to be able to come and speak this truth now, because truth's coming towards you. It's love, it's a will. They're encompassing these emotions. All of a sudden they want to come on this chariot to bring you this truth and let you know about these people. They want to take action to come and tell you this truth now, because they're listening to that soul. It's given in the spiritual box, this King of Swords, because they see that vision. They see that realignment for the assignment. Your name's amazing and I think there's something you should know. They're seeing, because it's that space is needed for new resonance. It's that growth. And you have to gain introspection. You have to feel those cracks to the blocks, to the lies, the illusions, to the confusions. And that's when that soul sparks. It's speaking and it's ready to be able to ignite, because they're getting that acceleration. It's that nature. It's a small flame. It holds that immense potential. Because when you can see, it's like that building and momentum from those illusions, from those family members and friends that were speaking lies in regards towards you. Because they see now, I see in the signal, take in my active role. So they can see the signal, they're taking that active role. Leadership, control now, higher clarity, power. They're controlling now, they're looking back. Judgment. The way my light shines, I help others shine all more brighter. So they can see that vision, your light now shining, about the actions, family, friends. May the Most High see and judge all. So you said, may the Most High see and judge all. Divinely guided, your spiritual guides, your ancestors, seeing they judged all. And because that was that soul connecting, took me time to get over it. So it took you time to get over it. It was that spark you had to let go and encompass, because that was that world. You looked and get to nurture yourself, have compassion for yourself, be creative, speak about it, let go of those thoughts and feelings. You have to look at it from different backgrounds, cultures, how people act, their mindset, when they lack stability, what they was running for. They was just in low dense energies. You had to go higher, clarity. They didn't want to grow. They were stuck, rebuilding, reblocking, people speaking, people lying. They wasn't so creative. The reaction to the karmic third parties, lesson learned. So you've seen those actions, the third parties, karmic lessons learned. All of now, they're spark seeking, because their actions, they say, go shopping, treat you. You went shopping, you treated you. Now they maybe wanted to be able to come and treat you. 9, you're seeing that high clarity, you going towards that joy. Them I work in a bakery and get bun. Every day them meet them match. So they was working in a bakery, they got bun. Every day they met their match. The government be taking the piss. Control, power, laws, rules, bullshit. So you see they're doing that. Controls, power, laws, bullshit. That's with money, clarity, blocking our minds so you're not able to grow. Demographics, social approaches. Spirit knows what for you. Don't listen to others. Speak up on your complete trust. So Spirit knew what was you, not for others. You spoke upon your complete trust about love and compassion and listening to the Spirit, caring, nurturing, about stability, beauty, family, friends. And when they're blocking and they're not moving with love because they're spiritually blocked and blind, all because they're insecurities and they're not creative and they're not using their intuitions because they're blind. And it always takes you to be able to go through something, to do something. But those family members looked, they wasn't wise. They didn't know their self to be their own leader. They led by fucking man and not by their spirit. Craving for someone who don't need me. So now they're craving for somebody who don't need them. You don't need them. You needed the spirit. That was you, because the physical body don't match your power. So that physical body didn't match what you look like towards your power, but you was that powerful, all-knowing, all-source. The Most High told you you're all-knowing, you're all that source. So they didn't understand. Only when you put these boundaries in place, that's when they felt that protection. You had that key, now they're unlocking that key, they're seeing, they're getting that higher clarity. All of a sudden awareness in regards towards you. Because them I walk in a bakery and get bun every day, them meet them match. Because the way your light shines, you just be helping others, because that's the links. And that's a link, attract. You are attracting people and opportunities that align with that highest energy. You're not making your people who's burning up in the bakery, you putting them right back in that oven. Because that's that law, it's cherishing. So people are all cherishing you now, releasing these emotions because they're getting rooted. It's that tree, routine check, because they're seeing that telepathic message now. Because of these soul ties, got them stuck again. Now they're seeing these links, because now they're seeing that message of, oh, love, when you detach from them. And it took that detachment, because every day, them are working at bakery and realise them I get bun. Now they want to detach from those bakeries, because they're in that space now, cherishing you, because it's that time. Admiration, great clarity, great light. They're looking back because they're seeing they unappreciated you, and I feel like you didn't care. They felt unappreciated about this commitment. They maybe want to be able to come and commit towards you now, because they're seeing, revealing, I want to tell you the truth. Truth is, never got over you. And this bitch was standing in your shoes. Karmic started calling Divine Feminine. Ran her. I didn't hear from the Karmic again. That cousin of yours. I told you about fucking Crystal. She's a little dirty blood clot bitch, and I don't give a fucking shit. You okay? Maybe I should want till Divine Masculine comes. You know what? Take a look over yourself, like the Vasmin did sleep with them in our bed. Did I scare you? What you doing here? You quiet. Why out of the blue? Belongs you, the voice, technology, people everywhere. The quiet. Now when you came into that community, that feminine came around to that community, watching you, analysing you, was seeing, observing you with that masculine seeing. You might like getting beaten. Give me the phone. I don't want to get beat. I'd rather live on the road than get boxed back. Hi. Bombaclat. Girl them Dalios. I'm glad your money come in. You didn't get in till late. So glad your money come in. You didn't get in till late. She was a go-go gal. My money ain't come in till our home. So their money ain't coming into that home. You get me? They're taking that money. Take time to go to rehab. You better take time to rehab, because they got to transform things too can make it up. A vacay, me and you. So they may be coming towards you. They're saying things too can make it up. A vacay, me and you, because it's leveling up season. I want to try and level up with you now. Spill the tea. I'm going to come and spill the tea, recap about all of these things, what I've been learning, and these guest gestures about these family members and friends. I was securing the bag. You're securing the bag. And the shade is real, because I was securing the bag, and they're bringing this shade because they're rose-tinted glasses, all falling off those illusions. Drama storms. The universe pushed them right back because you was on that level up season. And they was trying to block you because you seen you went towards those new beginnings. They may want to come towards you, because that's revelations. It's awakening. Thunder, shock, horror, tower moment. Beauty and expression. It's time to be able to show your beauty and uniqueness. Bloom. That's like those flowers, because those seeds when you're planting with love, caring, understanding. Because now somebody wants to be able to come and speak to you through art and words. They can see that action and let yourself express fully and reveal about these family members and friends that they were spiritually blocked and blind. They didn't have manners and respect. They didn't have no self-respect, no dignity. So if they didn't have self-respect and dignity, they couldn't give it to you. Those bitter bitches. They was just lacking, rebelling, or because they had childhood trauma, or because they didn't have higher clarity. They want balance of their mind. They didn't know how to use their creative skills. They didn't have compassion. They was bitter bitches, just sad, low dense energy. That's when you got like bipolar and you're stuck and you're most probably going through all hard hate, hurt and pain, and you're getting born and you want to bun other people, but you bun in your mind because they haven't got like minds. They don't know how to shine. All about money, all about lust, all about greed, all bad mind, all to dominate over you. Now what do they want to confess and say? Learning. All of a sudden they're learning. All of that lessons, all of that karmic cycle was just to learn that lesson, to unlock the key, because you are unique. and special, and I've never met anyone like you. That's because you weren't tolerating bullshit. You had to encompassed emotions and you move with love. You looked from physical, mental, emotion. You was creative. You spoke with true words. You weren't stubborn. You was caring. You was kind. You use your intuitions. You had to look at things from a different perspective because you've been there. You've done that. Opening up. All of a sudden they want to open up towards you. Because the Most High, the spiritual guys, are now all of a sudden giving them them telepathic messages about the voids. And they was only voiding their own self, their own emotions, because they was trying to secure a bag. Lust, greed, 7 deadly sins. They was looking like Saturn, Satan. They're seeing now that's that charisma. Love flows to you. You're radiant. You're charisma and you're charm. You're just bright. You're eccentric. You're creative. You're nurturing. You've just got grace. That's that spiritual grace, because they can see romance and romantic surprise are on the horizon. Open up. Someone new could be coming towards you while you're out creative, partying. This could be somebody coming with a commitment. You could be getting these messages, because that's secrets. Someone could have secret admiration, you, twin flame. You can see these illusions. They're setting now. They could be seeing these illusions in that setting. You've seen these illusions. They're seeing the illusions, and all the confusions are being revealing. Get this all as it resonates. Let's see what letters come out. First name, last name, second name. Right, we've only got a few minutes. D, G, M, I. Ding dong, the witch is dead. That's all I got to hear. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Think. Fig. Bing, big. Gig. Dig. You'll be digging that grave. Oh gosh, okay. Knife. Ooh. SP. Spill. Spell. Speg. Said. Send. One more letter. M. Mig. Pig. Dig. Fig. Big. Sig. Sim. New. Somebody put a new. Then. Deaf. Then. Vex. Vic. Vix. Men. Friend. Bed. Give. I'm. Pen. Could be going pen. Vex. Sky. Could have skanked somebody. Someone could be Bex. Take it all as it resonates. Fine. They could have got a fine. Mine. Dime. They could have binded somebody. Their mind. Fed. Could have fed somebody. Speeding. Could have got a fine for speeding. Could have give. Back. Bank. Could bank. Money. Fraud. Take it all as it resonates. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress. W at the end. New. New. Somebody knew something. I'm new. They're coming back new.